Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, humanity. Yes, again, we are looking at health, and especially I want to kind of come near to those whom we classify as mothers. A mother is a female creation whom you look up to in your, if you're a 5, 10, up to 20. Even if you have your own children, you always have, because when you get your children, then your children call your mother grandma, isn't it? So that custom, that beauty of being honored by Allah allows women, even if in their late 80s. For instance, my grandma, she's in her late 80 years. She will look at her grandchildren. They run up and down in her compound to say, "Grandma, grandma, grandma." That way, it's very, very important for every woman on this planet to recognize the beauty of who you are and how you are honored by the most holy, glorified Almighty Allah. That honor that were given to women was honored to them through the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Through the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. The honors that women have, we are given to them through the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam. Because in that honor, Allah says, indeed, women, through you, through almost like I would say, a certain percentage of the beauty of Islam explains, it was interpreted the most holy, beautiful, of a female being. The beauty of the most holy, beautiful religion of Islam was explained, interpreted in great details through the beauty that every man recognizes, every man who has sense recognizes on the face of every woman, and even of his mother. Because if a mother smiles and his son says, "Mama, what made you happy today?" That alone tells you indeed that you are honored to have a son, a child of, let's say, he's 30 years old. He's come with his wife and his children, and those children, they call you grandma. You can sit or whatever, and the grandchildren run up and down and say, "Yeah, grandma, they do this." They make you smile. So these are things which are very, very clear, pure interpretation of the beauty of Islam, whereby in modern times, men who kind of try their way to kind of take away this way. They tried very much to make women forget that they were so honored. Men in madrasas, men in churches, men whatever they are. They said we are the head of we are the matriarch. How? Because it's the mother who corrects who go hunting for the food. In some whatever countries, women still do this whatever hunting for fishing, picking fruits from every tree, in order to feed their children, to feed their so-called husbands. But these men of what you call modern times, these are men who, even some of them are so insane, so crazy, they molest their own children in order sometimes to justify their macho men to their women. I say, I was going to use a word which wouldn't sound very, very good, but I said those are men who are sick. In future, I would beg every woman, every citizen on this planet, every parliament on this planet to be, every seat in parliament to be filled by a woman representative to have constituency. If it is like that, women know exactly what they go through to bring up a child. A woman who is a member of parliament and she has babies, a baby or children, she wouldn't just surrender her children to whatever, to go to work. Because on the other side of the world, the same kind of representative of members of a certain constituency in her whatever also has their children. So that way, they are always say, how can we send our children to go and fight one another when it's very complicated to have children? Very, very difficult. You get them, sometimes you have sleepless night because they are away, they're crying all night, they're trying to tell us, Allah, Allah, Allah. And yet, most of modern women, they forgot about Islam. It's not because they wanted to, but they were misguided by men who said, we are the macho man. A man like Hitler. How many women did he murder? Is there any trace of him on this planet? He was a macho man. You see, in modern times, sometimes women, they kind of massage. Not massaging, but the people around, they always beat the drums and they massage things which are very, very ugly to beautify or massage. Whereby in modern times, the men who have clinics, they say we can chop off, if you're a man, we can chop off that bit of a man and you become a woman. Do you know why men do that? Because they know there's some women in good positions, positions of influence. So these men too want a kind of an extra man, and the only way you can extra man, if you say, I'm a woman, haram. Haram. These men who chop off their beard, whatever, and say, they are always thinking, because they have the order of a man, the order of a man, and they have the order of a woman or whatever, that the chemicals they put in their body, and they're always confused, they're always tormented by their ugliness in what we call a conflict and a confrontation with the true region of the human being. In some cases, most cases, some of these men are always under the influence of paranoia. Because if they can't get alcohol, if they can't get what they wanted, they will end up in the bar, where they sell alcohol. So what does that do? When we said if you are thrown under the whatever a paranoia. Medically, you can research what paranoia means. If you hear this statement, you can look at what paranoia means and what accompanies paranoia. So with that, I just want to advise every woman that women out there, you are very, very special creations and you are honored if you allow men of modern time to desecrate every beauty of article of beauty in your bodies and your structures of genetics. Then I have a very, very powerful arm. If I hold at one time I can just grab every heart of every creation on this planet and squeeze it and say, can you feel me? Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Women and children, put your houses in order.